stir it in the right way and energize it.
Is this all just from one horn?
No, this is, you can see the cow pat pit is all below and the 500 on the top. And so instead of putting the preps in, what we're going to do is, every brown layer, we'll give it a watering with this, and we're then putting in the preps through the whole compost heap. This is how I do it. It's much easier to do it this way than putting the preps in when you're doing large quantities. Okay. I have to put it on with the sprayer.
Okay.
So I put the seaweed in.
You need a machine. Oh, you got one.
And then I just dissolve this into it. So this is full of micro. This is like a compost tea in a way, but it's also got all the preparations in here. And the other thing I was going to say, do you have a bucket?
Yes.
Fairly sturdy, not too big a bucket, which we can use for delving out the cow shit with. I had one and I forgot to pick it up.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, Adam. Sorry, man. There you go, you're on.
Now, I was just saying this is a mix of cow pat pit and 500. All the biodynamic preparations are all actually, they're in right through this product. But I like using this because it's something where you can inoculate with biology as well. And what we do is we keep watering it through the compost heap. So, you know. And then there's always seaweed as well. And why do we use seaweed? What's seaweed full of?
Iodine.
Huh?
Iodine?
Iodine, well it's got some iodine, but no, it's full of minerals,
Sea minerals.
enzymes, growth promoters. So we give it a bit of a stir in the biodynamic way.
And that is?
You create a vortex, see how I'm starting to create a vortex. Create a vortex, which is order, and then I go to chaos. And I'm starting to create order again. Once I get the water moving, there's another vortex, then chaos again this way.
And how long would you do that for normally?
Well, if you're doing 500, you do that for an hour. So you get a few of you doing it. It's a form of potentizing. What I'm doing is actually imprinting the energetic pattern of what is the 500 in the cow pat pit. I'm imprinting on every molecule of water, energetically, not physically. But it will be also, because I'm oxygenating the water, I will be brewing up a bit of microbes, but very little. It's the microbe that's already in there, but I'm not actually brewing it up as such as the compost tea would do. So this is a really, if you've got a sick animal, very good probiotic.
For all animals?
In fact, quite often when I do this, like the dogs will come and drink out of it. If you've got a horse here, they'll come and drink the whole lot. They recognise it as
Good medicine.
You know how dry that is?
Yeah.
So when we start watering that, that'll just run off. It'll take some time before that starts to absorb the water. So for your next compost heap, when you get ready, your pile, there's probably a bit of moisture in that, but Remember, how do we test the moisture?
You squeeze it, it tightens it out of the
So do you reckon how hard could you squeeze that? Yeah, no, even Superman couldn't get water out of that. So we need to do this. We've got always somebody with the hose. So we're working with 3 minerals that are pretty much the big guns, I reckon. So in this bucket here, we've got rock phosphate and lime. So there's quite a lot of calcium in rock phosphate. And then in this one here, this is Min Plus, or rock, this is basalt. So these two both have different charges. This is paramagnetic, this is diamagnetic. And so we don't actually want to mix them on the layer. So we just have to remember the last layer was paramagnetic, the next one's diamagnetic. Paramagnetic, diamagnetic, all the way through. So putting out the minerals. So we're going to, on this layer goes everything. Your minerals, your manure, your paper, your cardboard, everything like that. And then we put a layer of green on. And then this one here, it's got a blue lid, it's got this here, so we know for sure that's a hydrated lime. And so it's just literally dusting it on. So when you do it this way, putting on minerals like this, there's one thing we haven't got is we haven't got any of your own soil here. So normally that's what you want to put on as well. So they get to be educated as to eat this is the one where it can be a bit floppy. So a bucket of that, and then just, you know, on each layer. So just try and spread it out, that's it. So you can put at least 4 buckets on each layer.
Okay.
Because by the time you finish, we want none of this left.
Okay.
You alright with that?
My pile. My poo.
And is this poo from biodynamic cows?
No, this is not actually. It's from the dairy I milk, so it's not biodynamic. Didn't have the time to go to Glendrury's and get.
Got a charming sound to it.
Yeah. Let
So this is a good way to use up cardboard.
Yeah, we have no recycling for it here, but I always just collect piles and piles of that.
Well, now you know what you can use it for. Otherwise, what happens? Well, we're going to get them. We never used any of this. So the next job is a little bit of your lovely, very citrusy
kitchen compost.
Air in as well. And a large proportion of that looks like it was orange skins. That's become a very acidic, very anaerobic, stinky mess. So we're going to give it a bit of a resuscitation through a compost heap. Lots of eggshell in there, that's good. And there's a bit of cardboard and stuff as well.
And lots of pistachios.
Lots of pistachios. So Coco likes pistachios.
It's an expensive habit.
We'll have to grow lots.
What sort of climate there? Mediterranean climate, isn't it?
Pistachios?
They like that hot dry summers and cool January. A lot of mass and very little surface area will get too hot. You need to get a combination of between the two. So then on here we go with this stuff. So this stuff is it's a bit hard on your lungs. It's trying to suck the life force out of you. So I just got a nice old sieve here. So now generally you'll see where the wind goes.
No way. Not such a bad thing to go another way.
Let's do that way.
Yeah, come up this way.
So it doesn't look much, but it's pretty potent stuff. No! No, because what's happening? You're washing all that into the next layer. And that layer is the layer we don't want it in. So that's okay. So that's what you don't water it. There is enough moisture there's enough moisture in that layer, you don't need to worry about it. This is the layer. We can actually break this up. Put another layer on. Bottom layer on like a biscuit, because it's going to absorb everything. So once you start putting on, you need to break them up.
You can do the
Because
watering
the biscuit
video.
is actually completely instant getting through.
Yeah. And
What?
I'm stopping because we're going.
Are you off, are you?
You gotta go.
Yeah, we were supposed to go 5 minutes ago, but I want to make sure I got all the layers at least once.
Okay.
Okay, it's 5-2, Bob. You got to run.
Alright, I'm just gonna jump out of these pants into work pants and
I probably stink.